This week, we are going to cover how the programs are structured, and we are going to look at selection statements, specifically at if and if-else statements. You're going to begin by reading through the lesson key points, and you'll notice there is a YouTube video that goes with them. And so we kind of cover, what's a method, what's a class, what's a namespace, because we use all of those to kind of structure our programs. And we talk about why the main method is important, why it's needed. And then we kind of differentiate between using statements, namespaces, classes, and methods, just so you're kind of clear on what all of those things are, because we use those to actually create a shell for our program. Then we're going to cover if-else structures. And when we talk about if-else, we are looking at a condition that will be testing true or false. So we're also going to take a look at conditional operators. And the video on the key points goes through all of them, goes through the coding examples, pretty much explains everything that is in that lesson. Now you're going to want to do that before you go into Codeasy, because this is giving you a lot of background information that will just make understanding what this tutorial is explaining, it'll just make it a little bit easier. And when you get into this tutorial, these are the exercises that you need to complete. And you do not need to do anything in their Visual Studio community section. They actually have you install an extension that a lot of students had problems with last semester. So I do not want you to install the extension. You don't need it because you can do the Codeasy exercises right here online. And if you want to, you can copy and paste the code right into Visual Studio. So you definitely don't need the extension. Let me see if I can log in. No, I am logged in. All right. So as you're going through here, you only have to do the exercises that I have specified. Okay. If you want to do more, that's fine. More practice is always good. Okay. And I did do them in order too. So this is the first one you need to do. And then when you successfully complete it, okay, this is what you need to take a screenshot of. And that's what you're going to be adding to the Dropbox. So as you read through this, you'll be completing those assigned exercises. And then you will get to the place where they have the Visual Studio. Let's see, this. From here down, you do not need to walk through that, okay? Because I already had you install Visual Studio with the workloads that we use in CIT, okay? And so you've already got the information that you need for our class and for what I want you to do. And you'll notice that .NET 5 is not the current anymore. We are using .NET 6, which has long-term support. Okay, so you can kind of ignore their Visual Studio directions. Okay, so these are the exercises you need to complete, and you will be doing the screenshots and adding them to the Dropbox. And then you're going to move on to the lab assignment. And there is a video here that you can watch that kind of explains what you need to do in this assignment. It actually kind of walks you through it, but you'll notice there's a couple programs that you need to complete. And to turn in those programs, you will be copying the code out of Visual Studio. Okay, and so you'll just press Control and the letter A. That will highlight. Control and the letter C. That copies. Okay, and then you'll go over into the Dropbox. You'll add your submission. And then in here, you'll paste. So, I mean, you could right click and choose paste, or you can press Control and the letter V. Okay, and then you'll save. Okay, and then when you're done with the second program, you're going to edit the submission. And you'll just go to the bottom here, press enter a couple times, and then you'll do the paste command again. Okay. And so that's pretty much it for the assignments. You've got the Code Easy and you've got the lab assignment. I did include some additional resources. This video is excellent. It does a really good job of explaining the using statement, what namespaces are, what classes are, all of that. It's only 6 minutes long. And then I also have a couple additional web resources that explain the main method and if statements. Okay, so if you are a little fuzzy on any of that after going through the key points and after going through the tutorial, take advantage of those additional resources. If you have any problems, okay, please let me know. If you have problems with any of the Code Easy exercises, if you think you're doing them right and it is marking them wrong, or you have problems with the lab assignment, please let me know. And you will need to copy and paste your code into the email because I actually need to see the code in order to help you troubleshoot. So whether it's Code Easy or the lab assignment, make sure you send me the code and then I will be able to help you. So have an awesome week and I hope everything goes well.